In November, midterm election costs are in. How much does it cost each Mid-Missouri taxpayer? A Target 8 investigation looks at the value of the vote. KOMU-8's Mark Bergen is here in the studio with the results.
I gathered data from 3 counties, Boone, Cole, and Callaway. I looked at how many people voted, what an election costs, and why those costs likely won't go down soon.
The November 4th election drew lower voter turnout than the November elections in 2012 and 2010, which isn't surprising considering open Missouri U.S. Senate positions in 2010 and 2012. 2012 also marked a presidential election. Specifically, in Boone County, the number of ballots cast this year was significantly lower than the previous 2 general elections.
Our highest turnout is November of a presidential year. Everybody's out voting then. They come out and they vote in November.
But it costs counties throughout Mid-Missouri more than you might think for each ballot cast. We looked at 3 Mid-Missouri counties and compared voter turnout numbers with the total cost to counties to run each election.
In the November 2014 election, it cost Boone County about $5.14 per vote, which is slightly more than the cost of a gallon of milk.
Comparatively, the cost per ballot cast in Boone County is more expensive than Cole County, but cheaper than Callaway County. However, the cost per ballot cast doesn't concern one county clerk as much as replacing old federally mandated technology required for elections.
Most of it was designed in the early 1990s, so it's not state-of-the-art equipment.
Noren says counties must find a way to replace touchscreen audio ballots and scanners used to count paper ballots. The federal government provided the equipment for Missouri counties in 2006. Hubbard echoed many of Noren's concerns.
That's when a lot of the changes were made, and the lifespan on those machines was, I think, about 10 years. And we're reaching that point and to where we're all starting to wonder, how we're going to pay for new equipment.
Hubbard and Noren say they are unsure where they will receive funding to replace the machines, which will cost each county more than $150,000, potentially driving up election costs even more.
I always say, whether you've paid for it, whether you show up or not, we've had to set up the infrastructure so if everybody does show up, we've got you covered.
I think perhaps if people realized how much it cost, they would maybe be more involved.
We've put a lot of interactive information on our website for you. For example, you can check out the cost of elections for the 3 Mid-Missouri counties I examined for the general elections in 2014, 2012, and 2010. For more information on the cost per ballot in your county from the November elections, go to KOMU.com.